talk about probably the most complicated lesson I've ever had to teach. And I did this to myself because I was doing Delta and it was one of my assessed lessons, and I decided to go for written discourse, and I was focusing on cohesion. So what I did, which ended up being very, very cool, and I was really happy with it, but I hated myself throughout the whole process. I ended up doing grammar jigsaw. So basically what happens is similar to reading jigsaw activity. So you have students reading different texts, right? And then retelling them to each other. In my case, they had different cohesive devices that they were focusing on in groups. So same text, they discuss the text together, then you divide them in 3 groups because it was 3 points that I was teaching. It was mental. And together they had a little guided discovery for each of them. So I removed myself entirely. I was just monitoring and helping when needed. So I worked a lot to make sure that the guided discovery could afford me to not teach them directly. Then I gave them some time to explain it to each other first in their own group. And then I regrouped them so that in each group they could tell each other about what they had just learned. Incredibly enough, this ended up being way less chaotic than I was expecting, which is a very good thing. I'm gonna be honest, it was extremely stressful, but it worked really well. But yeah, so this, I think it's like a different way of trying to deal with grammar. Imagine you're teaching comparatives and superlatives, for example. You can divide the class into groups. One group works on superlatives, another group works on comparatives. They have a guided discovery, so just monitor and help when needed, and then you regroup them and they help each other and they teach each other. It takes a lot of preparation. Like, the upside is if everything goes according to plan, very little work for you in class. The students are doing the heavy lifting. The downside is there's a lot of planning involved. The guided discoveries have to be really good and everything has to be really well thought. The lesson ended up going well. I think I got a merit for the lesson and a pass for the background essay because I thought that was extremely complicated. But yeah.